Arknights.
Okay, let's get ready. It is time to do some planning. So let me just do a little bit of work. Capture. Okay, good. We should be ready to go. Oh, need some figuring out. Okay, let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Gozi-san on the decks with your host Gozi-san. And today we are going to do more Arknights Endfield. Haha. So, for Arknights Endfield today, what we're going to do is, I think we should have enough bills to get our Cloudseeder station to level 3. If I look here... yep, exactly. We have enough to get our Zero Flow Cloudseeder station to level 3, so we are going to do that as part of this episode. But other than that, we're going to do some quick dailies, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an analysis on what the what a good 650 what 600 what does 659 mean, Omar Karasha? What does it mean? What does it mean? Okay, all right. So we'll just clear up some of the stuff with the factory. Oh, I got a clue 6, but I should also get another clue. No, I did not. I tell you, every time someone gives me clue 7, I feel like they are not serious. I need to give out all the clue 7s. Clue 7s. Clue 7s. It's where I got stuck before Cloud level 3. Okay. I still don't get it. Wait, hold on. What is my current? 659. I'm on what? Oh dear, 659. Oh, that's painful, man. That is painful. You have to wait. You have to edge just another 10 more minutes before you can level it. Oh god. No, that is funny. That is very funny. Okay, so let's do this. So I think I have a rough idea on how I can actually do the factory already. So we will do a little bit of a discussion about that later down the road. But until then, what I'm going to do is we'll just take a relaxing wave of dailies. Oh, and by the way, they just released some statistics about contingency contract beta, and it's actually very interesting to read some of it. But I would have loved to see what the distribution of risks of the highest risks for across all players who are active. I would have loved to see that, but they did still put up some very interesting sort of statistics about it. I can show you in a bit. Just give me a moment while I finish this. Okay, get that. Do I need this? I don't really need this. Fresh. Stock bills. Proto. Refresh. Okay, ore barrel. Okay, right, cool. The effigy grinder move leaves operators on 1 HP, so it's easy to finish stages on 1 HP. Yeah, 1 HP and a dream, man. Yeah, it leaves you on 1 HP and it doesn't drop any further than that. So yeah, people could actually play a 1 HP. Man, we really need some of those let me solo her runs where you have no time, but people can literally just play on level 1 and just try and farm everything. Oh, that will be funny. That will be absolutely funny. Don't spoil me. I'm trying to sort of figure out what the what are some of the strategies that we can use. I want to sort of figure out and sort of map out the lineage of how we can actually do a good setup. Okay. All right, so let me just do this. I actually did a little bit of math behind the scenes, but I'll talk a little bit more about that later. As I said, I want to talk about it later. I don't want to be spoiled. I want to sort of map out like the math behind it as well as part of that strategy, because one of the things I really like about this game, like, is that you can actually take the time to, you know, sort of map out the math behind this. My move was bottle the natural gases and sent to the whole base. I would say one of the things I'm thinking of is we bottle up the not bottle up. We use the Shiragen that we extract in Yinglong Pass, and what we are going to do is we're gonna pass. After we process the okay, so my idea is Shiranite generation in Qingbo Stockade, battery generation and Cuprium processing in the main AIC. We use the Cuprium to make the Heatonite gas in Yinglong Pass, as well as should we? Actually, the Shiragen can be done in Marcus Stone. The Shiragen can be done in Marcus Stone. No. The Shiragen must be. If we're not moving the Shiragen, we can make the heavy Shiranite in Yinglong Pass. And then we bottle up the, what is it called? The pyrolite gas. We bottle the pyrolite gas in Yinglong Pass and then pass it on into marker stone and then solidify the pyrolite there. That is my idea at this stage. Cuprium wash and batteries. Yeah, cuprium and batteries is what I'm thinking about in terms of the setup. So main AIC is cuprium, cuprium processing and batteries. And when you process the cuprium, you can actually send off the rest into. You can actually pass off the rest of the sewage into the what is it? The what station? The recycling station. Then Shiranite processing in Shiranite production in Qingbo Stockade, and then you do Heatonite. You can do pyrolite gas as well as heavy Shiranite gas in Jingyu. The new place, right? The new place, Cloudseeder Station, and then you can bottle up the gas and bring it over into marker stone to solidify it. That is, I think that's my strategy here. I've actually created a little bit of cuprium canister generation. So I've got a lot of cuprium canisters already, as well as some of the filtration, the separation cores ready to go. So those are already made. I think I have a full batch, if not more than half. So that is ready to go. I can get ready to use them once I start making the factory. So that is already planned and ready to go. So cuprium, I have a lot of cuprium canisters. I can start bottling up all the gases that I have and then shipping them out into the other other outposts to actually process into solids. So I have that ready to go. So yes. Wait, I have not cleared this yet. Okay. Yeah, so if the best plan is if you are taking about a week before you start refreshing your factory, it's actually a good idea to start making the separation cores as well as the cuprium canisters with the extra cuprium that you get. So if you've already been using the 360 cuprium to make Heatonite before this, you get the new stack, you create the cuprium canisters first, and then 1 week later when you're ready to start building up the factory with all the stuff you mined, the new stuff you mined, you just quickly start pushing. And then you have everything ready to go. You have a way to actually pass through and bottle up some of these gases, and then you can ship them out. Yeah. Okay, all right. Return to Tijiang. I do need to see how much cuprium is actually being generated here. I'll have to double check. All right, so let's get in there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. My recommendation is not gasify solid cuprium, but gasify the liquid cuprium. I use marker stone for it.
Interrupt your processing for a moment.
So the thing about gasifying solids rather than gasifying the liquids is that
got a moment, admin?
if you gasify liquids, you need liquid Shiranite.
It's just some
if you gasify solids, you need Shiragen, the gas, right? Now we have a natural source of Shiragen back in where is it called? In Yinglong Pass, right? So we have that Shiragen that we can generate. That means it is quite natural to actually do all the all the solid to gas generation in Yinglong Pass, because you will gasify the acid. Gasify. Oh yes, yes. You also have to gasify the acid. Yes, yes. Okay, I can understand. Yeah, yeah. I understand what you mean. But we don't need much. We only need to take one source of Shiranite in order to. We only need to take away one Forge of the Sky to actually generate the acid anyway. So we have 11 lines. That means we have 11 lines of Shiranite. 4 lines will be used to make batteries. So we have 12 minus 5, 7 lines left to make the Shiranite or heavy Shiranite, right? So yeah. Okay, so what else am I doing here? Okay, fortune, let's see. Am I gonna get all today? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. Not like that, not like that. Okay, double that. 180. Can craft 1 piece of liquid Shiranite, cut to 5, send 1 acid. And 4 2 cupriums. Yeah, 4 2 cupriums. Liquid Shiranite, 4 2 cupriums. Okay. And then we have an update for Echoes of War season rating. Okay, so new cycle. We already have. Oh wait, are we actually gonna get the rewards again? Are we getting the rewards again? Can't be, right? We don't get the rewards again now, do we? Special buff after... Yeah. Yeah, we don't get the rewards again now, do we? Can't be, right? Okay, yeah, I'll pass on that for now. We'll wait, we're going to wait it out for now. I'm not gonna do Echoes of War today, so this is not something I'm gonna do today. Okay, Enfield. Also, do you know that we have a quest where we take pictures of Aetherlu in a particular location now? Do you know that? Do we? That daily is, I think, one of the worst designed dailies I've ever seen. And that's like every other daily is okay, but this particular daily is like, what the hell are they thinking? It's so finicky, it's unwieldy. You're not quite sure exactly where you're supposed to stand to take the pictures, and all the Aetherlu blow up first before you can even take the picture. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? It's so buggy. It's just like the location where you're supposed to stand in order to take the picture, it just doesn't work. Yeah, but I want my 1000 T creds. Everyone is like saying, oh no, I don't do the daily tasks. But we have genuine issues with this particular daily, right? We have genuine issues. You can't just pass off someone else's genuine issue just because you don't do them yourself, because we do them and we have issues. Okay, now let's see. Okay, event monitor. No, okay, nothing there. Stock redist. Nah, I'll wait. Outpost management. Okay, let's do the Shiran Flow Cloudseeder station first. Okay, we can do that. Depot node, that's already done. Okay. Wei Shitong's messages. Okay, let's do this first. Admin, construction of the Shenflow Cloudseeder has stalled again. I can't measure airborne blight contaminants at all. The new module I built isn't working. I got some ideas, but I can't do it alone. Can you swing by the Shenflow Cloudseeder and help me out? I know I can't do this on my own, but my mentor left me this research and Tianzhi Chuang gave me this project. I don't want to let them down. Sure, I'll take a look. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep it up. Don't give up. Keep it up. Okay, let's go. Yeah, that is one of the worst dailies I have ever seen. Okay, let's see what's going on. So, as I said, one of the main things I was doing is already creating like the canisters here. So I have this extra line of Surenite. I'm using it to create the separator cores. They're all going to the protocol stash. Let me just check how much of each we have at the moment. Okay, so I have 39,000. And here I'm 19,000. Okay. If I were honest... Yeah. No, I'm splitting it up into 1-1, so it's taking its time. So if only one is going in every 4 seconds, I can just leave it at that. So it's fine. I'm not in a rush to create too much. Okay, let's keep it going. The miasma is a bigger problem than I thought. The black pollutants undergo endless loops of precipitation and sublimation in the air. They keep moving around, and their distribution is extremely uneven. They're severely hindering the purification efficiency of my Surenite rain. The amount of precipitation must be commensurate with the levels of air pollution. If we fail to do this, Wait, what? Continue. The science is a little hard to explain. Here, this is the simulation data I got. Okay, read the sim report. Areas to seed, Yinglong Pass, entirety. Algorithmic baseline reference. Total Surenite input, Surenite conversion loss, runoff coefficient, target area, ether, rupture cycle time, area depth readings, mid-air loss. Simulation results and analysis. Adopting the plan of homogeneous area-wide range seeding will consume 46,727.22 units per day of Surenite for Yinglong Pass. Resource utilization efficiency will be extremely low. Okay. Before we continue, right? Let's do a bit of math, right? It's less than 30 a minute, right? So, okay, we generate about 360 per minute, right? So, if we multiply that by 60 minutes per hour and then another 24 hours, that is a total of 518,400 a day. So, if you divide by 46,727.22, that is you can water the entire Yinglong Pass 11 times over. 11.1 times over. 11.1 times over. 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths. That is a rate of consumption we cannot match. Yeah, right, Perlica. You're just saying that because you want more money from them. This is a rate of consumption we cannot match because you ain't paying us enough to do that. Capitalism, everyone. Capitalism. We cannot match on free. We can't fit that many production lines in Yinglong Pass. Well, yeah, sure. Sure you can't. Accurately monitoring the distribution of airborne pollutants will let the Surenite flow Cloudseeder to perform targeted seeding. We'll need a lot less Arknight with this method. But the air of Yinglong Pass is way too polluted for us to use monitoring kites. Now I don't know if I'd ever fulfill the wish. Emulate the fowls that wait for seasonal winds. If only my mentor was here. She'd tell me what her comment means. Emulate the fowls that wait for seasonal winds. Or if the designer of Yinglong Pass was around. Well, my old man told me that little creatures are very sensitive to disasters and pollution. If the foul beasts are avoiding a place, then it's definitely polluted. It can make more rainfall over there. I know where we have more foul beasts, but their flight paths are quite haphazard. Fowls that wait for seasonal winds. Think about that in reverse. It's not about where the fowls are trying to reach, it's where the fowls are avoiding. We should go to a foul beast habitat, catch a few fowls, rig them with miniature flight recorders, and release them back home. We can then overlap the flight paths, identify areas that the fowls are avoiding, and mark them out as polluted zones. The airborne pollutants can move, but so do the fowls. If we can collect data on a regular basis, we can even see how the pollutants moved during that time period. Ooh, okay, I'll go prep the miniature flight recorders. How many do we need? I should get as many as I can. Hey, what about the fowls? Whatever. It'll take him a while to gather the flight recorders. We'll just help him catch the fowls. How are we gonna catch burbs? Okay, we'll call Arcane here. Arcane, can you come over here for a minute? We need something from you. Okay. Okay, let's go over here. Sure thing. Okay, we'll just take the zip line, travel over there, and we should be ready to go. Yep. I see foul tracks here, but where did they go? Did they hear us coming and decide to hide? We can try scanning the place to reveal the foul beast's tracks and locate them. Edmund, use your scanner. They're going this way, is it? Found one. He's all alone. Oh no, it's quick. We gotta catch it. Ah! Don't let the Agaloy hurt the foul beast. Bonk. Bonk. Okay, let's keep going. Follow the chicken. Where's the chicken? Okay. Catch. You find your chance. By using your agility and skills, you'll manage to catch a few foul beasts. Amazing, Master Chan. Hehe. Time to bring them back and place the flight recorders on them. There's supposed to be like a Oraline here that we picked up already, so... we don't need. Okay, let's head back. So, let's do the TP thing. Cannot match on prey. Okay, here's your chickens, boy-o. Tianshui, we're back with the foul beast you need. Ah, wonderful. I also found the flight recorders. I got really stumped by my failed attempts to catch the fowls. You Enfielders took the initiative. I gotta thank you properly for this. Okay, attaches the miniature flight recorders. After referencing the admin's proposal, I believe we can add a response module to the Shirunflow Cloudseeder. I'll call it the Migratory Fowl Rod for now. It can receive data from the flight recorders and pass it on to the Cloudseeder to support Arknight cloud seeding. Oh, that was fast. Faster than level 2 to 3, man. Hey, level 1 to 2. Okay, the Cloudseeder is Continuing to build. Oh god, that's a giant roof on there. Now, I gotta see if the migratory foul beast approach works. If it does, we'll place flight recorders on more foul beasts and expand the scale and coverage of our mapping efforts. This will help the Cloudseeder auto-target and siege Shurnite clouds in areas that airborne pollutants are passing through, hopefully reducing the overall cost of Shurnite. That certainly sounds like the finalized build of the facility. That's right, just one module short. And I've submitted the application to the Tianshi Bureau Academy. The parts will be delivered in 2 days. I also asked my colleague to find the original designer of the Shurnflow Cloudseeder. I'll update everyone with the results of the investigation. Okay, alright. Now, time to do a little... Ooh, what are they doing? They're doing like some sort of game show or something. Okay, with that, regional development level 24 done. 38 mil, claim. Basic head hunting. 4,875. I can do another 10 pull today. Another 10 pull can be done today. And we shall do it. Here we go. Come on, big money. Big money. I anticipate no big money, but big money. Big money. Come on. Big money. Big money. Big money. Big... No. Another 120. We'll have to wait for another 10 more pulls. And Aviwena, why do you mock us so? 7,620. Okay. Maybe I should just maybe I should just go all in now. Nah, I'll wait until I can wait. It's fine. I can wait. I can wait. What you guys doing? Precipitation acid. Okay, let's see. Let's begin our defense of the ancients. Aha. I suck at that game. Don't ask me to play that game. Do not ask me to play that game. It gave me PTSD when I was younger. Never ever ask me to play that game. Okay. Oh, that's wow. This is a beeline straight for the goal. Okay, so we have the Quill Beasts. So this guy is going to roll up and just make a beeline for it. And you have the Rock Howlers, which is very what's it called? This is going to be a lot of enemies at once. And then the Crag Howler summons water spouts down the attacking path. These fast-moving water spouts will pick up other attacking enemies. They come in contact and speed up their advance. Uh-oh. Now that can't be good. Okay, so one of the things that we can definitely do as part of this is we get some slowdown. They aren't going to jump up here. I don't think they're going to jump up here. Okay, so we just need to slow them down, as well as blow up the small ones, while making sure that we keep firing at the big ones especially. So that's the main challenge here. So we can use that strategy that that we did that last time, which was use the water cannons to try and knock back the enemy. Especially the toads, but the Crag Howlers, we need a lot of firepower for this one especially, so yeah. Okay, so let's place defenses. This one should be relatively straightforward because it's just making a straight line beeline to the end here. So if that is the case, we'll just take away and I think we have enough space to actually... Okay, stash this. Stash this. Can stash this. can stash this. We can stash this as well. And now we just move everything to the bottom. Okay, so... Okay, hold on. Let me just move this Shurnite pylon along. Now, the one issue with this build is that there's probably a lot of... Okay, so let's put it here. The armor fragger I'm gonna stash. The marsh gas I'm gonna move. We definitely need a couple of marsh gases around this area. I see, okay. We will put another power line somewhere here, I think. That should be okay. And then in terms of facility list, we put a slowdown. Where's the marsh gas? Okay, hold on. Let me get it straight from the source. Number B. Okay, let's see. We need deluge towers. Wait, we quick stash everything first. Okay, and we get the not the search tower. We get the sledgehammer mortars. We get the torrent guns. We got the models. We get the acids. And the deluge towers. Okay, alright. Those are the two main ones that we need. Liquid nitrogen tower, not really necessary. Should be okay. Actually, let's also bring in one of these. Because I think I know where I can put at the flamethrower tower if really we wanna cook some frogs, and that is here. We can put it right here. And then what we can do is we can put a deluge tower here. And another deluge tower somewhere around here if we can move the marsh gas around about the place. Let's just put it here. It doesn't really matter where to put it. And then the deluge tower. We'll put another one here. I will put another Shurnite pylon somewhere around here so that we can actually use this space for more engagements. So here, what we can do is we can put a couple of mortars. So one here. Another one around here. And let's put one more.
Warning. This area is subject to possible attacks.
Oh, combat facility placement limit in wait. Did I forget something? Okay, yeah, I forget this. Let me stash this. Now, okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, where are the rest? Did I put some more? Where the hell are they? Okay, this one I stash. I don't need this. What the hell are the other ones? Is it the beam towers down there? Yeah, the turret. There's a mortar turret here. Actually, leaving it here is fine. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Leaving one here. But is there any... Okay, so we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. We have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7. Aren't we like missing one here? Every 5 seconds. Yeah, this is the last one we can grab. We'll put it somewhere here, maybe. Nah, I think we'll bring it a little closer. Let's move this. Okay, let's move this as well. Okay, and then we will move this. Okay, all right, we'll place it here. Now, we should have this. Let's begin. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this works. 67.
I'll remember this moment.
There's no escape. Stand down.
Boom. Okay, we've got dead monkeys. Good. Okay. Alright, so far so good. So far so good. Okay, big crack hound. Holy sheesh. They're burning it down. Yeah, boy. Oh, God. Oh, God. He's a moving.
On it. Laguna. There's no escape.
Yeah, they just got burned to a crisp. They just got burned to a crisp. Holy sheesh, that was so much damage. Oh, God. Okay, alright. Fine. Alright, okay, now we know what we are up against. Let's use this when we go to battle. But we now know how we need to handle the rock howler at the end there. Okay? And that is by just using a lot of firepower. We're using overwhelming burden of pew pew pew. Okay? Yes, yes, I can see this. Okay, we're using overwhelming burden of pew pew pew. Is this in the range? Oh yeah, it is in range. That is in range. Okay, all right. Okay, I think we are ready. Hopefully, we get some good stuff done here. I might need to move the sledgehammer mortar a bit closer to the action. If I can do that. I'm gonna put one more Sure Knight pylon. I'm gonna put it around here. But this gun tower, I'm gonna move it to the back here so that it covers a more central area. Okay, excellent. Okay, let's see how this one goes. Sit back, relax, and watch the fireworks. Let's go. Bonk. Okay. Here comes the rolling pin. Oh god, this is absolutely hilarious. Oh, so good. You cannot face this. Oh dear. Okay, here we go. Next part. Okay, rock howler. Yeah, try that again. Yeah, that's not gonna work, boys. They're just delivering them to your doom. Yeah, try that again. Okay, here he comes. Just getting... Actually, I should use like a acid tower. That way he will actually deal a lot of damage. Huh. So he's actually surviving the attacks quite well. Maybe, yeah, I do need the... Can we actually still... Only one tower can... Two towers can... No, one tower can shoot him. What? That only counted for 2 hits? that is stupid. Okay. Alright, I have to do this again. I'm slightly unsatisfied by that. Slightly. Just slightly, right? Okay, so... Let's go to battle. I'm going to change... I think because this particular armor fragger has been very successful so far. I'm just going to put this a little bit to the side here. That... Should be okay. Yeah, okay. A bit to the left. Deluge Tower is fine. It's doing work. Sledgehammer Mortar. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. I don't need one of these. I can stash this. I'm going to move into using the acid tower. We don't have an acid tower. Let me get the acid tower. Acid tower, acid tower. Where's the acid tower? Okay, now let's see. Okay, so one thing I'm realizing is that maybe having the gun towers on the floor might not be such a hot plan. So let me move the turret gun towers out the way a little bit. And this time I'm going to put the turret gun tower upstairs. Maybe it will give a better vantage point of how things will run there. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me move this. And put it up here. Okay, that should do. Now, we put the turret gun tower. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's move this a bit to the left. Because we know that the turret gun tower, he will jump up here, right? So we need as much firepower up on this level as possible. Okay, and we need the acid soaker in the middle here. And then we can bring another turret. The marsh gas placed here. Let's move this a little bit. No, it's fine. Leaving it there is fine. It's okay. We'll jump up. Okay, and we will stick just another turret place here. No, actually, let's move this a little bit to the center here. Okay, now we will put the gun tower here. Okay, hopefully this works out a little better. Let's see how it goes. I have mixed feelings about this. Not being able to kill off the final boss leaves a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth, especially since we have clearly done very well with the other enemies. Like, we only need 4 towers to handle the mobs. This is very funny to me. We should have brought the bomb guy a bit closer, but maybe that's just me. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, pick up. And here it goes. Burn it down. Oh god. Look at them squeal in vaporization. Look at them squeal. Okay, last one. Wing. Okay, so we might have a small issue here, and that the turrets are currently a little bit out of range. Now they're in range. Okay, alright. Let's restart, because that did not work that well. Okay. Alright, so what I think we can do, right, is let's bring that other tower. Okay. No, we don't have a tower here. Go to battle. Okay, so we'll move these sledgehammer towers a bit closer to the action. I think it needs to get closer so that it can start. It has a better range in order to blow things up. Do I have another tower available to me? 1, 2, jump. Can I put it on top of that thing? I wonder if I can put it on this thing. That'll be funny. No, I can't. No, I can't. No. Okay, so 11 out of 10. So we have 4 here already, 2 here, and then another 4 up top. So we have the 10 max already. The main question then is it enough? Let's move this turret downstairs a little bit. I think it might be able to work out here. Yeah, this should work. Maybe it'll be able to help out. And the acid soaker, I think we'll switch places. Move it. And you know, if this doesn't work, I'll probably ignore this. Right. Cool. I just want to do this for my own humor. It's for humorous purposes. Okay, let's keep it going. We should have the bombs away. Bonk. Ha 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 ha. Dead monkeys. We're getting a lot of dead monkeys here. There. Okay, let's see what this one's about. Yeah, these monkeys are essentially dead. Am I being sprayed down as well? Ifrit lane for the win. Ow. They're just slamming him. Dead. Okay. The acid soaker isn't working in this angle. Yeah, the acid soaker doesn't work from this angle. Okay, 75%. Yeah, it doesn't work. Either we just go all out and just use overwhelming firepower against him, or nah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... let's actually ignore one of the sledgehammer mortars. We stash this. And we are just going to use overwhelming firepower straight up. Acid Soaker can't really do much from this angle. They could do something from this angle though. This angle is fine. And it will cover like generally quite a few areas as well. This gun tower, I'm going to move it downwards. If we can place it here, that would be good. Okay, and we move this gun tower as well. So our focus is just to overwhelm the enemy in this zone here. Acid Soaker. Can we move it? It's kind of awkward. Does it have enough range is the main question. It should. Like this should be okay for them to work. Probably move the Shonite pylon somewhere else. Maybe. Can leave it around here. Yeah, we're just gonna use overwhelming firepower against this one. That's the plan here. Okay, yep, let's begin. Let's try this one last time. If it doesn't work, then meh, I don't really care. We cleared this. We need to burn the defenses. That's the only way we can do this. We have a lot of guns to work with. Okay. Burn, 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 burn. And the gun towers are also doing a bit of work as well. Yeah, everything is coming up acids. I want to see how this guy gets his defenses. Just gets picked up like that. So you can't really attack him while he's shielded like this. He's out of range. You just have to wait. Okay, here he comes. Yeah, this turret gun tower is out of range. Yeah, they're out of range here. Okay. Restart. Okay, so this acid soaker needs to move down. This sledgehammer needs to move further outwards. This sheer knight pylon has to go. This acid soaker can move a bit closer. And this torrent gun tower can move, definitely move in a little bit. Okay, so we have a bunch of turrets. Let's stash this. Cancel. No. Let's not stash this. We just need a lot of firepower. Okay, so the main thing is after the mobs get cleared, the flamethrower and as well as the deluge tower can't really do much of anything. So that's 2 towers out of commission when it comes to dealing with the boss. If there was a way to work on the enemy a bit more efficiently without using like the deluge towers, that would be ideal, I think. Like right now, the marsh gas is actually putting in quite a bit of work. So I think technically we only need like 1 deluge tower, I think. Yeah, like 1 deluge tower is enough. And we can either remove the... Yeah, we can remove the 1 deluge tower and then just use marsh gas straight up. Actually, maybe we do need the 2 deluge towers. The main thing is the you know what? Okay, here comes. Okay. Hold on. Let me remove 1 deluge tower and see what happens. Stash. And the marsh gas, I'm gonna move it a little bit out of the ways. What do you mean this area is restricted? I don't Okay, let me grab that Sure Knight pylon. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move the marsh gas a bit further back, so that it only shoots people if it is just at the edge of the range. Okay, all right. Maybe this will work. Let's see what happens. And we have overwhelming firepower to handle it. I don't know why I'm stressing over this. I already cleared the stage. I just want to see a boss die. That's it. Oh, hold on. Did I forget to put another tower again? Yeah, I did. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone here. Restart. Okay. Facility list. I'm out of turret gun towers. I might need to build something. No, we could use the electro charger for now. I don't know how much will work. If I had another turret gun tower, that would be really nice. But I don't really have the Pyrolyte parts to work with at the moment, so we'll just see how this one goes. A bit more damage. Everyone's clumped up in one area. This should be pretty good pickings for the lightning ball tower. Bowling ball coming in. Okay, he's dead. Okay, he's dead. Okay, they're all dead. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Lightning ball tower doing work. Lightning ball tower doing work. Good, good, good. What the foul beast is happening here? Okay, watch them get picked up into their doom. Into light. That's very brave of you to be in lightning ball range, boy. You're getting zapped, vaporized, as well as burnt. Dead. I just saw a monkey absolutely ripped to shreds. Okay, here he comes. It's still only like 3/4 of his health. Okay, yeah, definitely. If I had one more gun tower, this would work very well, but not at this stage. Not here. Unfortunate. So yeah. Restart. Stash. Maybe I should use a sledgehammer mortar and, you know, call it a day. This one deals 7 flaming jets heat damage over time to enemies within range. I think it's easier just to use this. And this one can move to the back a little bit. Okay, right. Let's... I said I was gonna do this one last time, and it's again another one last time. I promise. I promise. Pinky swear. Pinky swear. Definitely real. Real. Definitely. It's just bowling over everything. Okay, he's dead. He's being rinsed. Dead. Watching these monkeys being ripped to shreds by insane firepower. Overwhelming firepower. Okay, here comes the rinse. These guys are getting rinsed. Dead. Man. It's just so funny to see monkeys being whirlpooled into their doom. Okay, here comes the big one. Bish. That's a lot of damage. That's more damage than what we had last time. Yeah. If we had one more gun, I think we would have taken him out. And I think the mortars can actually be shifted onto the roof to better deal with him. Right now, the main issue is that, is that we just have not enough damage to handle him at the last one. Okay, let's stash everything in the meantime because we don't really need this anymore. See, I promised this was the last one. See, I got you there. Okay. Okay, we'll wait until level 4 comes, and then we'll come back to this. Alright, nice. Okay, so, where do we go now? Long night breaking into day. This one is for Li Feng's one, but we're not going to touch that just yet. Okay, so let's see if there's any other dailies that we need to do before we continue. Training, no. Index, no. Okay. Oh yeah, we do need to do our deliveries, so let's... let me just do this real quick first. Let's do this part of the dailies. The third level wasn't too hard. The second level was very. It was a very fun, a fun challenge to actually realize that you just put the armor fragger in front and everyone dies. That is so funny to me. I love that. I love that. Having that kind of strategy actually play out. Okay, depot node. Just send out everything again. Now, as part of this stream, I do want to showcase a couple of things as part of this. Outpost management. Okay, so we'll do the 5,000 Shiranite. Okay, then we pump the rest in. Okay, and then Hetonite parts. We've got a lot to go around, so might as well trade those. We definitely need to start moving some... Okay, 20k. Okay, and then we do the rest with Hetonite parts. See, I still got enough of a stock to run the week. But now that the Cloudseeder station is level 3, we definitely need to start figuring out a way to make Pyrolite parts as part of the strategy. Okay, so what else are we missing? The shop. Oh yeah, I need to do the deliveries first. Okay, so stock redistribution, we have enough elastic goods. Regional overview, view location, and grab this. Okay. Untrack. Why am I tracking this? Okay, F it. Valley 4, depot node. Transfer the job. Next, bring this in. Start delivery. And then we'll do one more delivery in. Transfer the job. Next. Bring that in. And then transfer. Transfer job. Okay. Track. Untrack. Okay. Alright, cool. Now we can start looking for delivery jobs. Everyone all took the test area stuff, so there's no Speedy Gonzalez sort of runs going on at the moment. Yikes. We'll have to take the slow road. So, as we go about thinking about this, one of the things that I wanted to do is to sort of mark out like some of the recipes that are available, and then figure out where to go from there. One of the things that I forgot and I need to remember is that I do need to use a bit of Shiranite in order to generate a the acid the accurate environment in order to generate the pyrolite gas. So we do need one line of Shiranite to just power that one gasifier for acrogen, but then the rest of that Shiranite can be used to sort of do the other stuff. So yeah. Okay, Yushi. Yosh. Okay, next one. So I need to draw out that plan as part of the thing. Now, the main thing is I need to calculate what is the current what are the main goals. The main goal is to make sure that our generation of pyrolite parts is more than what we need to sell everything for, right? Okay. So we can do a bit of math regards to, you know, what's the minimum we need in order to basically buy out all the outposts at this stage. And that shouldn't be too much a problem because we know what the cost of pyrolite parts are. We know what the cost of Shironite parts are. Heavy Shironite is. We know what the cost of batteries are. Oh, and we also know what the amount of stock bills per hour is being generated for each of the outposts. So we know roughly what is the baseline amount that is being stocked at these outposts. All we then need to do is to figure out what's the how do we generate enough to match that amount, right? So that's the main goal here. It's all a what is it? It's a matching efficiency problem, right? I forgot what the mathematical term was. Damn. I'm not mathing anymore. This person is not mathing. All the wooling jobs get sent here. Ay. Okay, here we go. Also, I do want to show you guys the notes about some of the stats for contingency contract that happened. It's actually quite interesting. If you haven't seen it, I'll show it to you. It was shared to me on the Reddit, so I want to showcase that to you as part of it. It's actually a lot of information. Okay. Okay. Almost done, and we should have our dailies locked away. I'm still 10 pulls away from guaranteeing Arcane, and I'm out of Oro Barrel at the moment. I'm actually patiently waiting for a bit of an injection of Oro Barrel. Where's my Oro Barrel? I want my Oro Barrel. Why did I jump? I can't believe it, I jumped. 1% gone. Why even live? Why even live? Week 2, Yinglong Pass, Temprates, defeat 30 enemies, clean LMG, Alluvium. Manufacture items, place 3 Shironite relays, 16 pieces of gear at any quality. Okay, so that is a claim all. Okay. Okay, so let's take a bit of a break. So I want to show you the stuff with the contingency contract is actually quite interesting. If I can. Copy link. Okay. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Enter. Okay. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to share this screen. Okay, so on Reddit, they shared this, right? So you, it's a bit hard to see. Can we zoom in?
An experienced hunter can read winds and use it to
Wait, give me a
predict the weather.
second.
Oh,
Okay, let's mute this a little bit. Okay. It's a bit hard to see, but I'm not quite sure how to zoom in here. If I try and zoom in, it doesn't actually do anything, which sucks. Okay, never mind. So, here it says for the global battle overview. In this contingency contract reignition experimental operation, administrators initiated 80.7 million operations in total and achieved a total risk of 213.8 million. Courage is glory. Administrators eliminated 152 million enemies in total and earned 17,585 million vitrified coins in total. We still hope everyone feels like they can get all the rewards without having to try too hard. That's what they say. 1.2% of all administrators earn 20 risk 20 within the first hour. Ooh. And then just 6 minutes and 50 seconds after the event began, an administrator reached risk 40. 6 minutes and 50 seconds when the event began, they reached risk 40? How the hell does that happen? They have to go through the first stage and then the second stage. They can't get risk 40 while they're unlocking the first part and the second part. 6 minutes and 50 seconds to get to the third stage and then clear risk 40 with that. How does that even work? How does that even work? This is so crazy. This is real work, man. 975 administrators have challenged over 1,000 times in total. So these are the tryhards that basically played like 1,000 times to try and get like higher risk. I think I've only ever... I might have hit 100 attempts, I think. But definitely I don't have time to hit 1,000. No. Hell no. That is not, like, if you try and run at least 5 minutes with each of those 1,000 times, 5,000 minutes, yeah, that's gonna be a long time. 5,000 minutes, sheesh. That's at least a Oh my god, that's a long time. 60 times 24. That's like... Wait, hold on. I actually have to calculate this. So if it's like 5,000 minutes, and then you divide it by 60, and you divide by another 24, that's 3.5 days. 3.5 days. 3.5 days of attempts. I don't have that much time. Administrators selected 1.15 billion test criteria in total and on average took risk 14.3 to battle. 14.3. I'm actually wondering what the bell curve of people who challenge risk look like. I'm sure most of them will be like risk 20, so it'll be like shoot up there and then it'll start to peter down sharply before like slowly curving downwards like that. So it's a bell curve that is skewed along the risk 20. Yeah. Okay, the most selected test criteria is edit thrill, which is the damage to the main operator, ambient partition, which is you can't change operators, and team whittle down, which is you lose max HP on damage. Interestingly, the least selected test criteria, okay, team battle chill 1, team heat loss 1. I don't think people liked this. Maybe they took team battle chill 2 more and team heat loss 2 more, but I wonder what the actual percentage picks are at the end of it. And then ambient reconstruct 1, everyone was like, yeah, just one risk for red enemies, just take the whole thing. They don't really care. They just go with ambient reconstruct 2 and just make stage 3, stage 4 a bit easier for those who don't want to live enemies. Break when you must. Decide when you must. Let go when you must. Okay, then the next one. The most common team comps taken into battle. Zhuangfang Yi team with Gilberta. Gilberta again in oh god, Estella Cheese and Wolfguard Combustion. With who is it? It is together with I think Combo Livatane. Combo Livatane is the main one. Interestingly enough, it's actually like I think this is also Combo Livatane as well. But with support from support from Camille, which I haven't really seen this team being played a lot. I thought Mifu will be more common in this lineup. Yeah, I don't get it. I thought Mifu would be played more in this mode compared to Camille. So I'm a bit confused by this. Like how did this appear out of thin air? I'm so confused by this. Maybe the Husbando Arknights squad of Enfield is really that strong. Maybe the Husbando wave just washed over everyone without us looking. It was a silent wave and no one could see it coming. Okay, when ambient partition was selected, the operators they used Camille Trust. When ambient partition was selected, the operators most frequently chosen as a control operator was, of course, Estella. Zhuangfang Yi, okay, that I can understand. The Livatane is tricky because Livatane does require you to actually close the distance quite a bit. So I'm a bit weirded out why Livatane is more frequently chosen as the control operator in this case. But maybe it's because the top two teams, it's either going to be Estella, it's going to be Livatane, then Zhuangfang Yi. Zhuangfang Yi because range, Estella because Estella, and Livatane maybe it's because you can dash cancel to or you have a bit of range in your combo anyway, so you can combo an enemy outside of their range. So yeah, her skills would delay the basic attacks and freeze would suck. Yeah. You have to make sure that Zhuangfang Yi doesn't get frozen when she uses her battle skill. If that is the case, you lose out on a lot of damage. The damage part is the main thing. If you mistime the use of the skill, Zhuangfang Yi is going to get frozen when she uses her battle skill, and that's going to suck. Across all servers, 360,000 operations were cleared with the entire team taking no damage. If the entire team is taking no damage, does that include the team has the team healing to full and then not take damage, or is it like absolutely no damage? If it's absolutely no damage, the CPU teams, the AI controlled teammates, they not taking any damage makes no sense because they're just going to take chip damage a little bit at a time. I'm not quite sure how this actually worked. Yeah. It makes no sense because the entire team taking no damage, yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah, I don't know if it counts healing. If it counts healing, then this one makes sense. But if it's no damage, how does... Unless they are playing solo. If they clear with just one character, that I can understand, right? Yeah, if they clear with only one character. Oh god. Across all servers, 71,700 operations were cleared with only one operator standing. The lowest total team HP remaining upon clearing a stage was just 0.1%. Right, 1 HP for the win. This guy must have been spit out of the spinning alloy and basically survived the rest of the game. A total of 30 million operations were interrupted when time ran out. Oof. The enemy responsible for disconnecting the most operators across all servers was Tidewalker. So this one is the one that killed the most operators in the game. I would have thought that one of the... Okay, so here's the thing about it. If you... The Pincer and the Scorpion Aglos, you could technically still dodge them quite easily if you time your jumps correctly. But Tidewalker is such a large enemy, and the hitbox for his attacks, its attacks are so large, I think it's much harder to dodge, isn't it? Yeah. Huh? It's the Floor 2 version. Really? It's the Floor 2 version. I doubt it. I doubt it. It can't be Floor 2. I have no idea. Using Rua's team comp from the live stream, the highest number of test criteria achieved in a single operation was 41 risk. Wait, what was Rua using in his thing again? Okay, wait, hold on. I have to look it up again. Okay, 1.4 Enfield dev stream. It was 1.3. Bleh. 1.3 Enfield dev stream. Okay. Where is it? Version preview. No, Kyostin V. Okay, this one.
感觉啊，其实都可以。有兴趣的管理员，请务必体验一下。
Okay, let's
西红
see
记啊，
what's
是一
going
面
on
承载
here.
着卡缪重要回忆与
比对，
Okay,
你笑得很诡异啊！我知道，可能对我来说，刚才有很多词条可能很不妙啊。不过没关系，我们主要给大家来演示一下这个一样的效果。
看左上角这边，其实你看有4个数字，其实代表了我们一共有4波怪，波与波的之间间隙其实会有一些回血啊。
so this is
对
low
没
lights
错那我们现在只要触摸光点就可以开始战斗了。
要不赶紧开始？哦，
low lights team
第一波怪
use
嘛，小试牛刀，几个
admin
小天使。
physical.
没错，那我们使用小层啊进行一个叠层。哎，不对啊，刚才我连携之后怎么只叠了1层啊？
哎，你忘了你刚刚选了一个词条吗？每5秒钟只能施加1层破防或者法术附着哦。
像我这样小层的一些连携和技能的组合都不能很好的奏效，
会降低非常多。
对，硬着头皮上吧，
Okay, so
都
then
还是
what
比较难
else?
打的。那我们看这次能不能
Okay,
逆天改
he's
命。
so yeah, light low light was still using the
确实，
physical
我的
team
手上
with
技能要捏实一点才能放出。
admin
啊，这样就
admin
可以
crush.
刚好避免加不上的问题。哎，你看，你刚刚这个是你操作菜了啊，自己没闪掉。
对啊，我都已经忘记掉了，我已经忘记掉我自己可以闪了啊，没关系，这个仍然是一种演示。
哎，然后我们出来，哇，这次的猛击伤害很高，
确实，
因为我们在外面选了就是使你的技能伤害这些都降低，但是会使你非技能的这些伤害都提高的这么一个词条。猛击的话刚好就不属于技能伤，然后每个人放自己的终结技都会没伤害的。如果你选这个技能的话，一定要非常小心你终结器的使用时机。哎呦，你的小神快顶不住了，感觉你小神快要顶不住。哎呦，哇，你这下运气好好，刚好闪过了对面那个怪物跑过来。
26
但是
health.
我感觉就是很艰难呀，就这个。哎呦，
不知道我顶不顶得住，只有26点血，只要碰到地上那个毒，
哎呀，想切干也切不了，难受。哎呀，终归还是没
拼尽全力无法战胜。
哎呦，最后这个没有
Okay,
躲上，
so
差一点
then
点
this
失
is
衡。
Rua's team. Rua's
哎呀，
team
刚刚
was
海猫拼
using
尽全力还是没有打
combustion.
过呀，没事儿，我来
So
组一。
Avi, Ardelia, and then Perlica, Wolfgott. So combustion was coming through Perlica as well as Wolfgott, but then he could also pay out with the battle skills into Perlica's electrification. So wait, hold on a second. He is Onga Bonga main too. So Rua's team comp is the is Wolfgott with Perlica. The highest number of test criteria achieved in a single operation was risk 41. I don't know who would do that. It'll be interesting to know who actually tried to do this risk comp, because you didn't have, they didn't spoil that, you know, you could cheese the entire game with Estella. They did not give that information, but Estella was very, very specifically built for this, for the risks for this contingency contract. So yeah. And then using Lowlight's team comp and test criteria from the live stream, the clear success rate was 5.6%. But what risk were they using? And test criteria. Oh, okay, it is the test criteria. But was it with dodge or without dodge? Was it with dodge or without dodge? The value of the first ever clear and first ever failed attempt speaks for itself. Oof. Okay, I want to see what the comments are. Let's see. 6 minutes and 50 seconds after event began to 40. Risk 40 is crazy work. The EU NA servers have CC at a later time. It's true that player probably watched Asia clears before trying. It was definitely not some smug Slav. It was definitely not him. Yeah, but Mother Tightwalker had single-handedly ruined my countless perfect start of run of high-risk challenges. CEO dead. Why, hello there, my team number 2. 1,000 times some of us got balled from clearing, for real clearing CC. I love seeing statistics like this. Yeah, I really want to know what the percentage of people who beat 45, 50, and max risk are. I want to see that bell curve or that pyramid that they usually show in like contingency contract in the OG Arknights. They usually show that pyramid of how high people actually clear there. Smug hugged his Ember. He should totally get an Ember body pillow after this. Ember body pillows are going to sell like hotcakes after this, okay? Mark my words, if someone makes an Ember body pillow right now, they are going to be swimming in money. On average, took 14.3 test criteria to battle. That's the closest we'll have for official risk clear distribution. Unofficially, the average was pretty much 20 for active players from friend lists. Honestly, I love the no switch operator risk. Live and you won't actually blast away their ultimates from an outside perspective for once. Yeah, so you can use Lv3 and Yvonne and they will just spam their attacks if you're not controlling them. You can actually see them actually spam the attacks. I thought 1.2% of people clearing above 20 was really low. Then I realized it said within the first hour, which is crazy. When did I first play? Okay, so I played at about like 9-10 p.m. and the server reset with contingency contract at about 2 p.m. So I played after 8 hours after it was released. So yeah. I'm employed, therefore I am. You see, Arknights continues to dig at unemployment across games, worlds, and time spans. I really want to see the distribution. I really want to see the distribution heading forward. I guess Wang, Nian, and Lapland are not. Oh, that is a dig. We love Lapland, the unemployed. Oh dear. Okay. All right. Okay. So now with that done, what we can do is let's do a little bit of research. So I'm going to mark out using like Excel sheet what I think the situation with the builds are. Now I've already covered. Okay, let's just go back to Lijiang first. We'll do that first. Okay, so we'll do this slowly and patiently. So let's do it this way. We shall sit in front of the monitor while we do this. Okay, then we open up our AIC report. And I shall open an Excel sheet on the side. Okay, so now in terms of inputs, our main inputs that we really need to pay attention to is the following: originium, and then we have ferrium, and then cuprium, and then no, where is the gas? I need to know how much of the cuprium gas, right? Shiragen gas. Shiragen is at 100. Oh, by the way, I was using the aquagen to water plants, so ignore the aquagen. Okay, Shiragen, and then per minute. Blech. 5 high purity, 100 minute normally. Yeah. Okay, so originium currently. Okay, so let's just put Shiragen. Cuprium is currently at 420. Blaze it. Okay, so we have 420 cuprium. Ferrium is at 120. And originium is currently at 480. Now, I have read through the rough plans of how this entire thing is working, and I noticed that it seems to me that after this change in version 1.4, we are just going to use half of our ferrium, and we're never going to use ferrium for creating heatonite ever again. Isn't it? We have nothing in the recipe that says we are going to use ferrium for heatonite or pyrolite generation. Right? Okay, so that is actually originium is 540. Let me just fix that. Okay, ferrium is 120, cuprium is 420, and Shiragen is 100. Okay, so here's the pathway here. Let's go back into the database and let's do the first item files, and let's do AIC products. Okay, so let's begin. Acrygen, we don't really need to know this because we are just using fluid gas transmuting unit, and the fluid gas transmuting unit view database. Okay, so the fluid gas transmuting unit requires liquid shiranite, whereas if we okay, so let's make a note here. So fluid gas needs liquid shiranite, whereas the solid gas needs Shiragen. So that's the gas. So we can actually map the Shiragen use to the solid gas Shiragen if we really need to. But we do need liquid shiranite somewhere here in order to create the, what's it called? The liquid shiranite that we need in order for this. Now we can transmute the Shiragen that we collect into the liquid shiranite in order to create the acrygen that we need. That is one way we can actually get the acrygen. And since we don't need to, okay, fluid gas. Actually, it might be a better idea to make solid Shiragen out of the Shiragen. Shiranite out of the Shiragen. So you change it into Shiranite, and then you just add water to make liquid shiranite, and Bob's your uncle, right? you can sort of work it out from there. You can feed natural Shiragen to heavy Shiragen craft. Yes, I know. Yes, that's correct. Yes, that's correct. Okay. Okay, so let's do this another way. So let's move out, and now let's go back to our items. So AIC products. Now we know right now that we do still need to create batteries. Okay, batteries is still a thing. So we need T2 batteries. We can still do the 12 a minute, and that requires Originium 480 and Shiranite 120, right? 120. Yeah, 120, right? I will also, let me also put another row here. Actually, Control Z. Insert it here. I'll put the Shiranite 480 here as well. Because not 480. Shiranite 360. Right? 30, 60, 120. Yes. Okay, so you can go to 14.75 per minute batteries at max because of lack of Originium. Well, one way you could increase the amount of Originium that you bring in is if you import some Originium in from Valley 4, isn't it? You could import some Originium in from Valley 4, increase the amount of stock, and then actually increase the amount of batteries that you actually generate. First things first though, let's actually first take a look and see, okay, the overarching amount of money that is going into the outpost first. That's the most important thing we have to figure out. Okay, so on average, what is the amount that we are getting from here? Okay, so we are generating 30,000. But since we have Tang Tang, we are, okay, so let's take this value, increase it by 40%, and then let's try and meet that value, right? Okay, so we have 42,000 here. And then we have, how much do we have here? Wait, why am I only getting 27,360? Wait a second. $300 and what? Huh? It's only 2 mil. And this one is 3.2. What? I'm so confused. I thought cardiac remediation station would have like more things to sell to them. Because it's the next stage. That's what happened in Valley 4, isn't it? Why are we having such a low value here? 27360, 27360, and then let's say this one currently, right? So we are generating 16560. Okay, 14400 times 1.4. Okay, so 89,520. In order to match it, we need 89,520. 89,520. Okay, right. So let's bring that up. Value to match is 89,520 as of version 1.4. Now, let's do this. So let's say currently my thinking is we have 12. We have, oh, not this one. Just go back here. We can't sell Pyrolite stuff here. We can only sell Wooling batteries here. Okay, but that's fine. We can still sell Wooling batteries. We can still sell Heavy Shironite. So if we move into Hetonite parts, we are not basically not selling Hetonite parts in Sky King Flats anymore. Here we are selling Pyrolite. We're selling batteries, but since batteries and Heavy Shironite are taken up by Qingbo Stockade, we'll only probably ever sell Pyrolite parts here. Okay. And Shiron Flow, Cloudseeder, also same thing. We're selling either Heavy Shironite or Pyrolite or Wooling batteries. So the only thing to note is that Sky King Flats doesn't take Pyrolite. Yeah, we won't be doing Hetonite parts anymore. So Sky King Flats has to go without Hetonite part. We just have to sell Wooling batteries and Heavy Shironite. They have to take up these two first, right? Okay, so with that, here's the thing. Let's say, okay, so currently, in my use case, I'm using 4.5 batteries per minute. So if I'm making 12 batteries minus 4.5, 7.5 times 54 times 60. Wait, hold on. 70.5. Okay, so I'm creating 7.5 batteries a minute times 54 times 60 minutes. That is 24,300 an hour. So let's say, okay, so T2 bats, 7.5 a minute. And that's per hour, 24.3k. Okay, so, and now we think, okay, let's get at least 18 Heavy Shironite in the system, okay? So 18 Heavy Shironite a minute. We multiply it by 27, and we multiply it by 60. That will be 29,160. We're just using 18. Theoretically, I think we can go up to 24, but I think we might be hitting some form of limit somewhere around here. So Heavy Shironite. So if it's 18 a minute, that is 29160. And if we go with Pyrolite, we know it's, I think it was 70, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Pyrolite is 70. Okay, Pyrolite, we should be able to craft 12 a minute, at least. So Pyrolite at 12 a minute. That is 12 times 70 times 60. That is 50.4k. That should hit. That is 103,000. Just shy of 104,000. So the total would be 24,300 plus 29160 plus 50400. That is 103,860. Yeah, as I said, just shy under 104k. So that's let's see, 103,860. Okay. Now, if we decide to do this, if our Heavy Shironite, let's say we take 6 away to make 6 Heavy Shironite and 3 Pyrolite a minute away to make Pyrolite components. Right? So if that is the case, we will end up in a situation where this is 24300. 29160 divided by 3 times 2. That would be 19,440. And then the pyrolite will be 50400 divided by 4 times 3. 37800. It should be slightly less. Okay, 37800 plus 19440 plus 24300. That will be 81,540. 81,540. Okay. So if we minus 6, and here it's minus 3. Okay. Bleh. Okay, so yeah, this is the value here. So, and then here what we can do is 103,860 minus 89,520, 14,340. Okay, so this is a increase of 14,340, and here this will be 89,520 minus 81,540. That is 7,980. So that means if you want to break even in terms of the amount of stock build generation that you have here, what you need to do is to do 1 day of full generation and then 2 days of pyrolite component generation like this at this rate. Yeah. Until you 90k the components, right? Yeah. Because yeah, you and if we check back on the, because it makes sense, you want a 2-to-1 ratio of heavy shearonite to pyrolite, because as again, if we see the database for item files, AIC products and pyrolite component, you need a 1-to-2 ratio of pyrolite part to heavy shearonite. And in general, you are generating quite a lot of heavy shearonite and not a lot of pyrolite. So in a sense, that makes sense, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the thing. Now, we know from this that we need 480 originium, 120 shearonite. We have 420. Okay, so also we do need to figure out the amount of. This is where things get a bit confusing for me, because I really want to figure out a way to use the, what is it called, the recycling station in the test area. But there's a few things which is a bit unwieldy, which I'm a bit uncomfortable with. First thing is how much sewage actually can flow into that area. Because if you think about it, sure, it takes up 30 waste. You need 30 waste to get 1 zircon effluent, right? But here's the problem. You only have 3 inputs. Each of these 3 inputs can take roughly about 2 units a second. So that's 6 units a second. 6 units a second means that it takes 5 seconds in order to generate 1 zircon effluent. And from that means you get about 12 zircon effluent every minute. Normal generation of zircon effluent is 30 a minute if you process it through Shiragen. So this, I'm a bit concerned here. Like, my thinking is, why are they limiting the amount of zircon effluent that we can actually generate based on the limit to the amount of flow of pipes here? Yeah, it would be so good if there is a way we can increase the amount of input into the recycling station. if there was a way to do that, I think a lot more people might consider. That way, the increase in the amount of flow of sewage into the system might actually mean something. Because right now, we are limited by, first thing is the number of chambers we can use. And the second thing is the flow rate of the pipes. We can only put in 2 units per second for each pipe. That means this is like 6 units a second max. 6 units a second. You get 1 zircon effluent every 5 seconds. That's 12 zircon effluent every minute. And that 12 zircon every minute is basically 2 batteries. Another 2 Originium batteries max, right? So it's a bit unwieldy. The math isn't, you know, lining up that well. So it kind of makes it a bit awkward. But okay, let's just consider the situation where we don't use the recycling station, right? One thing that we do also need to remember is that we can actually process the inert, the inert zircon effluent, recycle that using the purification system, and then get one more channel of what is it called? Zircon effluent for 30, right? This zircon effluent can be used in one of 2 ways. Either use it for like very vanilla heavy Shironite production, though that seems like it's not really a thing anymore, because there are ways to use Shiragen to make heavy Shironite without actually needing to use Forge of the Sky in order to do that. However, you still need liquid Shironite somehow in order to power up the gasification of acid. So you still need one way to get liquid Shironite in order to work this. So yeah. Okay, so we'll keep this zircon effluent on the side. We'll assume that we can use it for something. Now, let's talk about both the heavy Shironite as well as the what is it called? The pyrolite. Pyrolite, let's say. We start with cuprium. Okay, so we start with cuprium. We process cuprium. Okay, hunky dory. The cuprium, I'll probably process it in the main AIC. That's not really a problem. Okay, so we have all this cuprium. Now we go and pass it through the solid gas transmuting unit, and that requires what is it called? That requires Jiragen. So all this can be done in Jingyu Valley, the Cloudseeder station. So you need 2 cuprium to make 1 cuprium gas. Okay, right. So let's make a note of this in my Excel. So we have 2 cuprium into 1 cup gas. Okay. Now, interestingly enough, if you look at the cuprium gas value, 2 cuprium solution can also be changed into 1 cuprium gas. Now, if we look at the cuprium solution, the long way around is to, cuprium powder, and then you make it into cuprium solution, and then you can change it into cuprium gas, which of course you need liquid Shironite to do so, which is a bit awkward. Cuprium to cuprium does not have love. Cuprium to heathonite does, yes. So, in a sense, okay, so yeah, if you take solid or liquid cuprium, that's fine. It will change from 2 parts into 1. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, we take the cuprium gas and now we change it into heathonite gas. So that one requires 1 separator core if we are using, let's assume we are all using stable environments here. So we need the separator core. Now, important thing about the separator core is that we have 1 cuprium canister. This takes 2 cuprium. So 60, 120. So okay, hold on. Let me just mark this out. So okay, so 2 cuprium, it forms 1 cuprium canister, right? 1 cuprium canister with 1 chironite equals 2 separated cores. So basically, you are taking 2 cuprium plus 1 chironite to make 2 separated cores. Okay, so that is the basic boiled down recipe here. 2 cuprium plus 1 chironite, and that forms 2 set cores. Okay. It's a bit hard to read. Let me see if I can make this a little bit formatted. Column width. Okay. So 2 cuprium plus 1 chironite is 2 separated cores, right? So we need to keep track of how we use our chironite here, because there are little bits and pieces here where it uses chironite, which means the state of how much chironite we're actually using is in a bit of a flux here. You got hit by a flashbang. Well, what flashbang? Yeah. So that's basically it, right? Okay, so fine. We have our cuprium canister. Now what? Okay, so we get the next part, which is we need the gas. Okay, so let's say cuprium gas. We have cuprium gas now. So 2 cuprium in let's make some notes here. 2 cuprium into 1 cuprium gas, and then 2 cup gas plus 1 set core becomes 2 heathonite gas. And yes, we are talking about het. Hey, het. Okay. Now, so from the 2 heathonite gas, so right now it's basically 2 becomes 1, and then so you need 4 cuprium in order to make 2 heathonite gas. Basically, that's the you need 4 cuprium plus 1 set core to make 2 heathonite gas. Okay. Okay, so you need, I'm just gonna put this here, 4 cup into 2 het gas. I'll put there the 1 separator core as well. Okay. And then cells format of fit column width. Okay. So that's that. And then from Heatonite gas, we push further, and we want to make, in the accurate environment, we need Shiragen. Okay, that's easy, right? Because we have tons of Shiragen back in where is it called? The Jingyu Pass. So Jingyu Pass, so that's fine. And then that makes Pyrolite gas, right? Pyrolite gas. Let me just make there. So 2 head gas plus 1 Shiragen, and that will become 1 Pyrolite gas. Okay, and then the Pyrolite gas is 1-to-1 to make Pyrolite, and so in order to 1 pyro. Let's just make this easy. So 5 pyro gas is needed to make 1 pyro pot. Easy, right? So here is how it goes. So we need 4 cuprium in order to make 2 head gas. 4 cuprium means, if let's take a line of 4 cuprium lines. 4 times 330 is 120. So you need at least you need about 120 cuprium in order to make 1 line of pyro parts at 6 a minute. Is what is happening, because then you have 4 cuprium. That 120 cuprium, you need 30 separator cores. That would net you 60 Heatonite gas. 60 Heatonite gas becomes 30 Pyrolite gas. And 30 Pyrolite gas, you divide by 5, that becomes 6 pyro parts, right? So you need 120. We have 420 cuprium at the moment. So basically, this means that you can have a cuprium, Pyrolite. Of about 12 a minute, at least. And you need 240 cuprium. Wait. Okay, it's not just 240 cuprium, because you also need to generate. You need to use the separator core. So you need 120 cuprium and 30 separator cores. So 30 separator cores. 60 separator cores. Remember that right now, 2 cuprium plus 1 Shironite is 2 separator cores. So 2 separator cores, 60. It's a 1-for-1, so that means you need another 60 cuprium. 240 cuprium. And then you need another 60 cuprium for set cores. So that's 300 in total. And then you also need 30 Shironite for this. Actually, I should swap this. Okay, hold on. Control X, Control V, and then we'll swap this out. Cuprium 60, and then you have another Shironite for 30. Okay, cool. And now we do need to figure out how to make the heavy Shironite. Now, our goal is 18 a minute. Now, we can do this a few ways. But first, we need to count exactly how many open lines of open lines of Forge of the Skies we still have. So let's assume that we use 4 for these and we use 1 for these. We have another 7 more Forge of the Skies that we can make. So 7 Forge of the Skies. We can take 6 of them and make heavy Shiranite, but there will be one line left over, which I'm not exactly sure what to do about it. Maybe that one line can be used to that one extra line can be used for liquid Shiranite purposes if we want to get some acrogen in the system. Let's take a closer look at the Shiragen generation for now. Okay, so solid gas transmuting is 1-to-1 for Shiragen, right? And we need 2 Shiragen with 1 separator core in order to make heavy Shiragen. Okay. You need 2 cuprium for 1 gas. .5 Shiragen, it's equal to 1 Shiranite exit. I recommend crafting that gas and use the naturals for powering the machines. Yeah, using the naturals to power the machines, right? At worst case of gas left over, you can remove a gasify machine. You forget you need 2 cuprium for 1 gas. Is it? Are you talking about the separator core? No, right? Well, what am I missing here? Not quite sure what you mean by that. So 300. We have 420 cuprium. $300. Okay. Never mind. We'll see how that one goes. Sorry, I was a bit confused there. Okay, so 1 Shiranite is can make into Shiragen, so that's no problem. But it's the 2 Shiragen that is required for with a 1 separator core to make heavy Shiragen. Okay, so that's the main thing that we have to worry about. So the next one will be 1 Shiranite into 1 Shiragen, and then 2 Shiragen plus 1 set core into 1 heavy H Shiragen. Okay. Sudden Miku jump scares make my day. Aha. Heavy Shiragen, and then from heavy Shiragen, you need 5 heavy Shiragen in order to make 2 solid heavy Shiranite. So how does that actually work out? I wonder what the math on it is. Let me think. So we need 5 because this is a weird ratio, because you're getting 5 heavy Shiranite via 2. You're getting 1 heavy Shiranite via 2. Okay, so that means but then this one will generate in 10 seconds. So 2 into 1, 2 into 1, 2 into 1, 2 into 1, 2 into 1. Okay, so yeah, okay. So let's do a little bit of math. Let's say we take up 180. Okay, let's say we take 6 lines of Shiragen, right? Okay, so let's say we take 6 lines of Shiragen. 180. Okay, so from here, what we can do is 5 heavy Shiragen into 2 heavy Shiranite. Okay, so that means if let's say we have 2 heavy Shiranite, that makes it 5 heavy Shiranite. So 5 becomes 10 Shiragen. You need 10 Shiranite, is it? Okay, so let me think. 10 Shiranite, 10 Shiragen. This becomes 10 divided by 2, that becomes 5 heavy Shiranite. 5 heavy Shiranite, there will be 2 heavy Shiranite. Okay. So 10, let's say 10 Shiranite. That's per 10 seconds, right? Okay, so we per 10 seconds, that will be 10 Shiranite into plus 5 separator cores, okay? And that would be 2 heavy Shiranite. That's basically the recipe per 10 seconds. So that's per 10 seconds. That means if we increase this to 180 Shiranite, we multiply this by 18. Wait, that can't be right, right? 300. Are we getting 36 heavy Shiranite? That can't be right. 36 heavy Shiranite. No. Wait a second. Okay, so wait, hold on. I'm getting incorrect here. So 60 Shiranite plus 5 plus 6 times 6, there will be 30 separator cores. This is per minute per line, right? Okay, and this will give us 12 heavy Shiranite. So if that's the case, if we have Shiranite 180, 0.5 goes to separator cores, but it won't change that you had 360 Shiranite to start. And then you get Cuprium 90. So that can't be right. Am I tweaking? Okay, this is per 1 Shiranite to Shiragen every 2 seconds. 2 Shiragen to plus 1 sepcore to 1 heavy Shiragen every 2 seconds. 5 1. Okay, 1 heavy Shiragen is 0.4 heavy Shiranite every 2 seconds. So you have 2 Shiranite into 0.4. Yeah, so you have 2 Shiranite into 0.4, right? Then you have 10 Shiranite into 2 heavy Shiranite. You have 60 Shiranite into 12 heavy Shiranite. And then you multiply it by 3 lines, you could get up to 360. Yeah, 1 line will produce 12 a minute. You need to run this double. Cuprium for set cores. And then, but the main thing is we already have 300 here. 390. We have 420 Cuprium, right? Does this mean we have a 2-to-1 ratio if you want gears? But looking at this, 180. Okay, so we have 300 here. We can expand this. Yeah, so if we want 24 a minute, we can just expand this to 240 and 120. But the problem is that we have a requirement for a Shiranite somewhere around here. Oh, wait, hold on. We need Shiranite for creating separator cores, isn't it? Okay, wait, hold the phone here. You still need to make separator cores. We still need to make separator cores with the Shiranite. That's the main issue. We're counting the cuprium that we are using. If we try and make 24 a minute, it might not be enough. 90 cuprium and 45 Shiranite. 60. Okay, so let's see, 120, 180, 300, 480, 420 cuprium. But we only have 420 cuprium, that's the thing. We can't run a 24 a minute. It's not feasible to do 24 a minute at this stage. 300, and here we need like 435 or something like that. That can't be right. Am I? No, wait, hold on. So 300, 390, 420, but we need like the Shiranite somewhere. We need the Shiranite to come from somewhere though, because we are using 4 lines here. We're using 1 line here for the Pyrolite, and we want to use we have to also use some here, and we could take up to 2 other lines in of Shiranite in order to make 24, which is not feasible. One thing we could do is we could slightly reduce our battery generation, right? By running 3 Forge of the Skies for battery generation. Use Cuprium reaction to Eternite does not reduce the outcome, but heavy Shiranite reaction does. So even if you give them the same separator cores, it will follow the 2-to-1 ratio already. I don't know what I'm missing here. We know that this one doesn't use any filters at all. We know that this one does. We need 4 parts cuprium with 1 part separator core in order to do this. Here we need 2 parts Shiranite and 1 part separator core to make heavy Shiranite. Cuprium reaction to Heatonite. Two cuprium, one cuprium gas. Shiragen, one pyrolite gas. I feel like the amount of Shiranite we're actually using is much more than we anticipated. I'm looking at the amount of Shiranite that we're using. If we are using batteries, another 150. This total, 150 plus 180, that is 330. 330 plus 45, that's 375, which is much more than the Shiranite that we have. Though we can convert some of the Shiragen if need be. We can convert some of the Shiragen to Shiranite if need be. That's a possibility. That will give us enough to actually get the 18 a minute. So 480, sorry, 120 plus 30, 150 plus 180, that is 330. 330 plus 45 is 375. Shiragen to Shiranite is 1-for-1, so you can take like 15 Shiragen out of this equation to make Shiranite. And that will be enough to actually power up the 18 a minute. I hope I'm correct here in this case. Yeah, if I include some of the natural Shiragen to make Shiranite, that will allow me to easily hit the 18 per minute, right? So, okay, so then we calculate based on what we need in order to sort of generate the stats, right? Now, in terms of okay, so Pyrolite is what is okay, wait, hold on. Item files. Now, AIC products. Let's see heavy Shiranite. Now, heavy Shiranite, if we want to transform from heavy Shiragen, we need to use a stable environment. So, stable environment of purification unit. Purification unit doesn't need any inputs, right? Purification doesn't need any Shiragen or liquid Shiranite inputs. It's just powering using electricity through batteries, so that's fine. That's not an issue. Okay. Now, for solid gas transmuting unit, you do need it. You need you need to put in Shiragen. And if we take an 18-minute align, that means we need 3 of these solid gas transmitting units. So that is 18 Shiragen. Okay, so we need 18 Shiragen a minute in order to power that. This one, of course, needs 24. Shiragen for Pyrolite. Now for Pyrolite, let me look at the solid gas again. We're making 12 a minute, so we will need 2 of these, right? We need 2 of these. 12. Okay, now one thing we do need to pay attention to is how many we need to transmute Shiranite back to Siragen. And that would probably be an issue, because there will be a lot of Shiranite that we need to process every 2 seconds. So because we have 180 Shiranite that we need to transform into Siragen initially, that means we need 6 of them. 6 times 6 is 36. So that one is 36 plus 18. We need like 54 Siragen in order to work this. Here we have 4 lines, so we need to have 6 times 6, 36 plus 24. This is 60, I think. I might be wrong. 6 times 6, 36. No, I might be wrong here. Cuprium from, okay, Shiranite. Wait, hold on. 180. 12 heavy Shiranite. 24. Am I making a mistake? This is not 18 a minute, right? This should be 36 a minute. Yeah, this should be 36 a minute. Is that right? 180. So if it's 180, this should become 2 times 18. It should be 36 a minute. Am I correct? Am I wrong here? Yeah, it's supposed to be this. Is this supposed to be 36 and this one's supposed to be 48? Am I right about that? Is it 36, 48? It's double, right? So 5 gas to 2 heavy Shiragen, then 24 a minute to 120. So if it's 36, right? That's way more than this. That's way more than this. Okay. Okay, so 20. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this a little differently. 24 a minute. 36 a minute. Why 35? I'm not looking at 35. 36 and then 48 a minute. We'll shift everything. And then we write that down. Okay, then let's calculate this again. Okay, so we need 4. This one is 24. And then in order to make this, we need another 12. Okay, so that's 36. I think this is 48. Because you need 6 here in order to make the 180 Shiranite. And then you multiply it by 3. 36 plus 18, this is 54. Okay, and now this one, you need 240, so you need 6 times 6 is 36, plus another 24, that's 60. Isn't that always going to be increasing by 18? Wait, hold on, am I calculating this incorrectly? 6 by 8, but no, it's 8 by 6. 8 by 6 is 48. 48 plus 24, that's 72. Yes, and that makes sense. Okay. So you have 36 Siragen, and then you have 54 Siragen, and then you have 72 Siragen. Now, we look at the Cuprium. Now 2 cuprium into 1 cuprium gas. So if we have 240, that is 6 lines. 6 lines of this will be 36. No, wait, that's 8. That's 48. 48. 40, line of 48. And then from the cuprium, no, from the pyrolite, you get 12 a minute. That means you need 2 more. That's 60, isn't it? 60 Siragen. So all this Siragen, 12 a minute, and then 36. That's 96. That is all the Siragen that's currently being used, isn't it? So there's no way you can increase the heavy Shiranite production past 24 with just the natural Siragen alone. Or you can increase Pyrolite to 12 because of the amount of Siragen that you're actually using in order to power the what is it called? The environment disperser, and as well as creating the acrygen that is needed. And maybe you can transmute some more Siragen if need be in order to sort of supply the gas. You need 60 a minute Siragen at once to react it to heavy Siragen. And you can include 12 a minute Siragen to machine powering top of it. React to heavy Siragen. Oh yeah, I also forgot. One of the things I need to do in order to make Pyrolite is I need to... Wait, hold on. Let me go back to some of the other facilities. The gas reactor globe. Accurate environment. Power use 50. It doesn't need any inputs, right? Like it doesn't need any Siragen or Shiranite inputs, right? For this one. 30 a minute heavy Siragen turns into 12 minute heavy Shiranite. But you need another 6 a minute Siragen to turn it again. Yeah. So if we look back again, right? Reactor globe is free, right? Yeah. It's just using power, but it requires the acid environment. You just need to spray the acid environment around in order for it to be made. And we're only going to create 2 at a time. So, once again, 120 Shiranite means that's 4 lines. 4 lines means you need 4 of the solid gas. So 4 times 6, that's 24. 24 Shiragen you need in order to power the solid gas. Then you reduce it to... where did this Shiranite come from? Oh yeah, it was from the separator. Shiranite for separator core. Okay, I should put there for sep core. Okay, and then Shiranite for sep core. Okay. Okay, so then you have Shiragen. Then you want, once you reduce it down, you can get 2 heavy Shiranite per gas solid. So then you need another 2, right? Because we are creating 24, and each one produces 12. So 2 times 12 is 24. So because you need 2, you need another 12 Shiragen in order to get this. So 24 plus 12, that's 36. This one you need 6 and 3. So you need 9. 9 times 6 is 54. So you need 54. Here you need 8 plus 4. That's 12. 12 times 6 is 72. So you need another 72 Shiragen for this. So you need 36 Shiragen for this. You need 60 Shiragen for this because you need 6 lines, and then you need 2 plus 2. I think this is 48, isn't it? 6 times 6 is 36 plus 12 is 48. Am I correct? Yeah, you need 48 Shiragen for 12 a minute, and then you need 36 Shiragen for 24 a minute heavy Shiranite. Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think that makes sense. So 48 plus 36, then you would be using 84. You'll be using 84 Shiragen a minute in order to generate the thing. But because you're only using 120, so okay, here's the thing. We are using 100. Okay, we have 360. We have 12 lines of Shiranite to from the Fortress of the Sky. We're using 4 of, okay, so we're using 4 of them to make the batteries. We're using 1 to make the Pyrolite, because we need that for the separated cores. We need another one for this one. So that means we are using 6. This Shiranite, we're using 120, so that's another 4, so that's 10. That is 10. That is 10, right? 10 Shiranite that we are actually using. 10 Forges of the Sky that we're actually using. Craft Shiragen in places. But am I right that that based on this, if we're using 24 a minute heavy Shiranite, 12 Pyrolite, and 12 batteries, we're only using 10 Forges of the Skies basically at this stage. If we are also using the natural Shiragen. So we are using 4 here, right? And then we use 60, 30, equilibrium. 240, okay, so 240 reduces to 120. 120 into 120 head gas. Or am I miscalculating the amount of Shiranite that we need for this equilibrium? Am I miscalculating this separator core thing? Okay, 2 into 2. Oh yeah, it needs more Shiragen, right? Okay, so yeah, I missed that. I forgot. We need more Shiragen for this. Okay, all right. That means Shiranite. Shiragen for reaction. Yeah. Using the Shiragen for Pyrolite. So let's say 240. Okay, 240 reduced to 120. 120 plus 60 Shiragen. Okay, so we need 60 Shiragen in order to get 1 pyro gas. So 60 Shiragen into 1 pyro gas is 60 a minute. I'll just make a note here. Okay. And expand this so it's a bit easier to read. Okay, so yeah. 120 Shiranite 150, 210, 330, 360. That is all 12. All 12 Forges of the Skies being used for this. And the Shirajun from natural sources is enough to handle all of this. Okay, is this correct? I think this is correct. So all in all, from this, all 120, 150, 210, 330, 360, 360 Shiranite. Shirajun from natural sources is less than 100. Cuprium we have, okay, Originium we don't care. Cuprium we have 240, 300, 360. Wait, am I missing Cuprium somewhere here? That can't be right. I feel like I'm... Am I underusing Cuprium here? Am I only using 360 Cuprium here? Yeah, I'm only using 360 here, isn't it? 360 Cuprium. Yeah, that's correct, right? 360 Cuprium. Okay, so if that's the case, 360 Cuprium, the full 480 360 Shiranite, 360 Shiranite. Yeah, it's 360, right? Yeah, 360. Originium, 480 Originium. Ferrium is 60. We definitely need 60 Ferrium here. Let me think. Originium, Ferrium, Cuprium, Shiranite, Shirajun, and then Shirajun 48 plus 36, that is 84. Overclock batteries later, in my opinion, not even needed. What if... Okay, I mean, sure, we have enough Originium to actually overclock the batteries. Okay, so extra considerations. Okay, so there's a few ways we can use the extra stuff. Okay, so extra batteries. That will require us to use the zircon effluent to generate the extra batteries, and we can make more batteries if we send all the sewage up to the treatment plant and then back again to get a bit more. I think it will be a bit overloaded in terms of that, because you're only going to build like another one line of zircon effluent is enough to generate a rate of half a zircon, which means it's going to generate at 3 batteries a minute. But as you said, we're not even going to reach 3 batteries a minute. And trying to get more zircon effluent from the recycling station is just overkill because we don't have enough originium to use it on. And we do not have a way to use the Forge of the Sky to make heavy Shironite the old-fashioned way, because all of them are just being used to just generate Shironite, and that's it. We are not using any of the Forge of the Skies to make heavy Shironite whatsoever. So that is out of the question. Another thing we can also consider is because we have the extra cuprium, we have another extra 60 cuprium on the side, we can make some tier 2 medicine. Tier 2 medicine. Okay. So that's another consideration that we can actually do. How much is the tier? Okay, actually, now that I think about it, what is the current selling rate for medicine at this time? Yachting syringe, right? No. Nah. It's not worth it. It doesn't seem worth it. The only thing that might be worth it is actually you could make two things, right? You could make one line of I think it's what is it? This is a half rate Yachting syringe, and then you can make half rate of tier 2 medicine, and you can make a half rate tier 1 medicine with the leftover ferrium that you have. That could be funny, but yeah, it's not about choice. Cuprium shall not get clogged because of sewage. Yeah. Yeah, you could make 3-minute T2 and then 3-minute tier 1 because you also have spare ferrium on the side, so it's like meh, isn't it? Yeah, ferrium on the side. Okay, so half rate of this, half rate of this. Let's see what the others have. There's one only accepts Jintao tea or Yachting syringe. The tier 2 ones. Shuren Flow, Cloud Station. Also, yeah, the tier 2 ones. So only Sky King Platts only accepts the tier 1. Yeah. We can start from basic Shironite for now. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Alright. I think we have it make half T2 medicine and half T1 medicine. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's that was a good exercise. That was a good exercise. So now we can do a final calculation of exactly how much we're going to earn. So now that we know that we can actually make 24 heavy Shironite a minute, let's make the let's change up those calculations. So 24 heavy Shironite, that's 27. Okay, so online 24 times 27 times 60. Is it 60? Yeah, 60. That is 38k. And Pyrolite, still the same thing. Heavy Shironite, if we remove okay, so 38800 divide by 4 times 3, 29,100. And then this one becomes, yeah, that's fine. So this becomes instead 24,300 plus 38800 plus 50400. That is 11,000 500. And you minus 89520. That's 23980. And if we do this, this should be more than enough, right? 24,300 plus 29,100 plus 37800, 91,200, more than enough. We've changed to spare. $1680. More than enough. And that's not including the T2 meds yet. The extra T2 meds, the extra T1 meds, or the extra batteries. Not including that, we are already way past more than enough already. Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice. That's good. That's good information. That's very good information. Omakaracha, I'm going to go soon. So with I'm about to leave soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend the rest of my sanity just farming stuff for now. And then we'll call it a day. Use assist. Who needs the assist? Who needs the assist more? Maybe the pan. Yeah, sure. I'll put the pan in. Okay. Assist, max out. Products. Clue check. View details. Receive. We got a clue 3, but we'll wait. And credit store. Grab that. And finally, let's get out of here and farm a little bit more. Okay, last thing to do before I go. Get my sanity in check. Okay, here we go. Begin.
Now it's time to bring the pain.
Don't mind me. I'll keep up with your tempo.
On it! Bleed forth! Here it goes! No one escapes my gaze. Right and pain fighter. Step down! Witchcraft is there's no escape.
Okay, good. Pow. Okay, let's grab this. Retry.
About time. These tests will be
Bad. I tripped. I keep tripping.
What I must. Watch out.
Blow it up.
Let's feast.
Ha 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 ha.
Locked and loaded. Step down.
I like dodging that. I like dodging that. Okay, we're good. Okay, clean up aisle 10. Any more bananas around here? Hey. Okay, alright. I think we are done for today. Gotta get ready for a big day tomorrow. So yeah, I think that'll be it for me today.
To me if you're still feeling cold.
Crafting, transmute. I don't know why this is a thing. This makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense whatsoever. Light miasma scanner plugin. Did I already have this already? Yeah, I did. Okay, planting. Find food. Nah, not really. Okay. Alright, quick stash. Stash this, stash that, stash this. Combine that. I don't really need marsh gas. Don't need this. Don't really need this. I like that. I like this. Acid soaker don't need. Don't need this. Anything else? No. Okay, cool. Sort. Nice. Cool beans. Okay, cool. Alright. I think we are done for today. Geoluvia. Cares. Event. That's a weekly routine done. The week is done. 3:30. Okay, cool. Delver of the Cryptic. Alright. Minus 30 million sandleaf farms. Sandleaf stonks are falling. Sell. Okay, cool. I think that will be it for me today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. And if you have any recommendations, and if you'd like to support me further, I have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description. Hit that support. I appreciate all the support. If you have any recommendations for ways to improve the stream, do let me know. And if you have any recommendations for games that you'd like me to try out, do let me know in the comments as well. I'm happy to try them out and see if they're cool. All right. Until next time, I will see you guys again for the next video and the next stream. Unsure when the next stream will be. I might not stream because of like I've got a couple of birthday events I need to get to, so I might not stream at the usual hours. I might actually stream at a earlier time if need be. I'll have to see. It will be dependent on whether or not I get absolutely wasted in the karaoke booth tomorrow. So, drinks and karaoke, always a good choice. I'll see you guys again for the next video and the next stream. So, peace out, everyone.